Okay, video number 3. I was belly aching at the top of video number 2 about how precious metals haven't done anything. I just wanted to counter that a little bit by again reminding you of this long-term chart. So, yes, it's true. Over the past 5 days, gold did absolutely nothing at all. But looking at this chart, it's still a very good looking pattern. This is the back adjusted continuous contract for gold. And it's still, just long term, underlying, bold faced, capital L, capital T. Long term looks quite bullish, provided it doesn't go tumbling underneath its most recent saucer pattern. So just wanted to counter that a bit. And relatedly, the first of these 10 next ETFs is silver, SLV. And it has broken its own uptrend here. It's not an incredibly important uptrend, but it's worth noting that it did break it with some drama. I think the best we can say about silver right now is it's range bound. SLV, the bottom of the range is around about 20.45, and the top of the range is probably 26 or so. But we've got this big, ugly, nasty price gap now that it would have to really fight back on, but it doesn't look too good. Between the two, I certainly prefer gold. Semiconductors, SMH. I have been slightly bearish on this, and nervously so, I must say. We really got close to breaking this resistance trend line on Friday, but we did not. The anchor points are here at the lifetime high and right here at this lower high. But as you can see, we've gotten just breathtakingly close to a breakout here and here, but didn't do it. So maybe it'll retain that. The spiders, and the biggest of the big, zooming in here. So it's funny, we've got this gargantuan pattern, then we've got this much smaller wedge pattern, which has been broken. Then we've got this teeny little fella here, this teeny little wedge, which has also been broken, but to the upside. So lifetime high on this one. It sneaked above it Thursday, augmented those gains on Friday, and actually managed to bump up his volume on Friday, because otherwise, the only real volume that comes about is when things are falling. And so it went from 118 million down to 45 million, so 75% drop in trading activity, but then bumped up again on Friday. TBT, this is the double inverse for the bonds. In other words, it's kind of a way to look at interest rates. And so far, interest rates seem to have bottomed. We've got this basing pattern down here, exploded higher, went tumbling down, but this beautiful test here, very successful test of that basing pattern. Of course, the real question is ultimately, will it break above here, 22.6? And the basis of that was TLT. And in this instance, downward channel, broke the channel, pierced above the channel again, got into it again, and now it's just banging around. And the resistance here, incidentally, was this line right there. And so that's resistance at this point. So kind of a mess, absolutely a mess. But this line here was based upon this a price gap, this one right here. And it got right up to it, and then down it went. So, like I say, it's a mess right now where that's going to go. No opinions. Here's TNA, which is the leveraged Russell 2000. And this obviously had a very good 6 or 7 days, but it has not broken to a lifetime high. Here's oil by way of USO, and it has just been absolutely reliably climbing for weeks and weeks now. The last serious weakness we had was back on May 20, but this has gone from around 42 to like 50. So it's gone up about 20% in a very short amount of time. XBI, biotech. This guy actually peaked back on Feb 9. I guess people were just really enamored with anything to do with biotech because of the whole COVID thing. That's died off some, but not a very interesting chart. XHB, another home builder, and as with the other we saw in the second video, still a nice little topping pattern. This one has violated its neckline by a little bit, so not quite as clean as ITB, but I'll just leave that there. And the last one for this chunk is XLB, which is materials. Here's the wedge, here's the break, and you can see that we had a very persistent fall pretty much for the entire... when June started, it was just almost every day it fell. And we got a bit of a bounce here, but it's just stalled out. So hard to read that one. So as you can see, got a big fat mess in most places. Not a lot of clarity to be had. So on that note, I will wrap up this video and do video number 4. We'll be done for the weekend.